on the Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
Sure.
The president made note of the fact that this is the largest release ever, larger than after Hurricane Katrina, larger than after the 1991 Iraq War. The Energy Secretary, in response to Rachel's question, was not able to explain what impact this might actually have for drivers. So how did you arrive at 50 million barrels? Where did that number come from? It's the largest release ever. Why? What's the goal?
Well, as I noted a little bit earlier, Steve, 18 million barrels of this sale was, in fact, already congressionally required, and the president's accelerating that, which is important for people to understand. Yes, it's a part of the largest release, but he just moved it forward a couple of months to provide immediate relief as we work to ensure there's a bridge. The remaining 32 million is in the form of an exchange, putting barrels on the market now in exchange for their return in the future, and the exchange is a tool matched to today's specific economic environment. But again, I would reiterate that we're facing a once-in-a-lifetime recovery from a pandemic, which has impacted us in many ways, including the cost of some goods around the world, including the cost of gas, and increasing the supply, something we've asked OPEC plus member countries to do, and we will continue to press them to do, but we're going to use every tool at our disposal to do that. And the president took this step because he's going to do everything he can to lower costs for the American people. He knows that the price of gas is something that is impacting people as they go into the holiday season, as they're working and looking at their budgets, and that's why he took this significant step today.
I'm still curious how 50 million was reached, but I want to ask you also to follow up on Alex's question about China. The president made a point of saying that India, Japan, South Korea, and the UK would release, but he also said China may do more as well. Was he intending to separate China? Is China not publicly committed? You just said it a minute ago. I'm just trying to get some clarity.
They announced last week that they were intending to, Steve.
So why would the president separate China when he said that India, Japan, South Korea, and the UK would, but China may do more? Was he not wanting to speak for China?
He doesn't want to speak for any country, but again, he's had conversations, as our national security team has, with any of these countries, and we'll let them speak for any announcements they have to make. Go ahead, Alex.
Did President Biden bring up this topic with President Xi when they spoke?
They did talk about it, which I think was in the readout we issued afterwards.
But he specifically asked him to help out with
They
this effort.
did talk about the supply out there. I'm not going to detail it any further than that.
And secondly,